And we are back for the final hour of episode 55 of A Song of Tara. And let us just jump right back into it. Liam, you still have a rage action that you can use. I'm guessing that you want to finish off the guy you're standing in front of.
Well, I want to try to at least.
Well, he's not doing too well. He's not. He's definitely feeling the hurt.
Let's see. So 3 additional.
3 additional
for the 14 D10.
Oh, oh God!
Yeah,
okay.
6.
6. Yeah, I might as well.
He can't soak, can he?
He can soak with the wormskin gift, but that's it. Yeah, he soaks 1. That means he takes what, 5?
Yep.
That takes him. Then he can roll. He can rage roll this or rage heal as well. But he's taking 3 more health or 3 more damage. So let's see if he can do it. I somehow doubt it. Well, he gets 1 back. That's not enough. So you tear into him with claws made of silver and basically manage to dig one hand into his just underneath the sternum. And another one gets a hold of his hip bone, and you just, literally tear him in 2.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Everyone has black spiral dancer blood everywhere, and guts and innards and so on. He's very, very dead, and Liam is looking like the warrior kings of old, covered in the blood of his enemies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wants to be the Irish warriors of old.
Yes.
Yeah. So
basically what happens here is, of course, we have a new round that we need to roll for, and let's just get number 2 out of the equation right now, shall we?
I just want to say that I do believe that the right under his sternum is called the solar plexus.
Yes, actually, yes.
Question: does initiative get impeded by?
Yes. No. Actually, no, it doesn't, because it's 1. You just roll 1 die and then you add your stats to it. So no, it doesn't. It used to back when you rolled differently, but not anymore. So what happens here while we are handling the initiatives for the this upcoming round of nastiness is that Gina sees what happens to one of her mooks, if you would.
She not a fan?
And she looks at Liam, and there is a moment where you all see it. There's no question, well, except for Madi, who's unconscious, but everybody else sees a moment of pure terror running over her face, and she croaks. She just croaks out, "No, you're supposed to be dead. Kushulan is dead."
What?
What?
That's what she says.
Liam, what have you been keeping from us all?
Oh, that's a curveball.
I think there's a direct line between him and Kushulan for some reason.
What the fuck?
Kushulan is his spirit animal.
just go with it, even if you don't understand.
I'm going with it.
Go with it. Just have Liam say something along the lines of "He is reborn" or something. Crap like that.
I never died, bitch.
Yeah, like Lord of the Rings. That line is broken. It has been remade. Sort of thing.
Love it.
I loved the look or the moment of what the fuck on everybody there. That was
No, I'm still too preoccupied with the fact that we have rolled initiative 3 times and I've rolled a 1 on every single one.
Oh, that sucks.
I kind of I roll horribly and I still rolled 14, and that seems to be the highest number so far.
Also, I'm so disappointed that I'm in lupus, not only because I am somewhat less effective at fighting, but because I can make any stupid quips and puns and taunt my enemy.
Yeah.
Well, can't you spend a rage point to just change form instantly?
Yes, you can.
I don't have much rage.
You can
But it
spend the
might
rage
be
point you
worth-
have here.
It
just
might be
change.
worth it.
Yep.
Yeah, it might be worth it.
But if you spend that rage point on it, and then you still have an action because it's an instant change.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's go from the in reverse order as normal. Madi is going because he's exactly yeah. Black Spiral Dancer minion number 1 is still facing Taryn, and he's hurting, but he's still going to attack her. Black Spiral minion number 4.
Black Spiral Man.
Yeah. If it had been Dancer and Spiral had been reversed and we had done this abbreviated...
Black Dancer Spiral?
Yes, then it would have been... If you abbreviated that, it would have been a problem. But he's still going to attack
BDSM?
Fenna. Yes. He's still going to attack Fenna. And Fenna, what do you want to do?
I want to spend a rage to change into Krinos. Not Krinos, Hispo. I prefer Hispo.
Okay.
To change into Hispo, and then I'm going to attack this idiot who's trying to hurt me.
Yes. Make him pay. Do the nasty. And Black Spiral Dancer minion number 3 has finished with Madi, and well, his buddy number 2 just went down, so he thinks that it would be a terribly, terribly good idea now to go for Liam.
For glory!
For glory, or basically, he probably doesn't think of him as Liam because he doesn't know that's his name, but he's just heard his boss call him Kushulan. So,
That'll get anyone's attention.
yes.
And Gina Poo.
And then it is Gina. Gina goes directly for Liam. No question. And Liam, what do you do?
Well, Liam's going directly for Gina, so...
Oh, they meet halfway, do they?
Yep.
Oh,
In a big smooch.
Yeah, smoochy.
Hey, Aideen wouldn't like.
No, but you're gonna make her smooch your fine little claws.
Yes.
She has to see the way you had your nails done, you know.
True.
Or a case of the two of them going for each other's throats and giving each other the world's most violent hickeys.
Yeah. Ah!
Oh, yeah.
I just have this mental image of Liam and Gina
Let's just, by the way...
skipping across a field of flowers, sun shining, butterflies flying around, each spread out with their arms as if to hug each other.
God, you guys are
Kind
horrible.
of slow motion.
Tally, what do you want to do?
And then it ends with just Liam punching her in the face.
Christian! I
well,
knew you didn't die. Slim.
Out of character, I'm tempted to say Talia listens to that epic thing of Hillers, but no. What he does is he makes the following assumption that, since Marty's down and there's still a guy technically looming over him, even though that person is turning to look at Liam now.
Yeah.
So Liam now has two people going for him, and the one that him and Taryn have been double teaming is quite wounded. So
he's not doing well.
So I think Tally's actually.
Neither is Taryn.
I know.
Just saying. But go save Marty.
I don't.
I don't want to, okay?
Yeah, I mean, as long as Taryn's happy dodging a bit, then fine. Yes, my first action will be to go and attack the guy that whichever of the minions is going after Liam.
That's number 3. So
yes, going after number 3.
Number 3, yes.
Leaping at him with a indignant bellow.
Yes. And Taryn, what are you doing?
Taryn's gonna snap at the idiot in front of her.
Yes, and...
Because she doesn't like him.
Nope. And remember to subtract your wound penalties.
I know.
Yes. And then it is, in fact, your turn. Let us see you finish this, asshole.
Don't say that. It'll just not happen.
Come on, you can do it.
It's.
I'm just trying
still...
to jinx you if you hadn't noticed.
I noticed. Is that -2 to the number of dice?
Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
Great. So that's. Well, that's 4 then.
It doesn't affect your actual damage rolls though. If you know, it's just the to hit.
4d10.
Yes. Yay.
No, wait. Yes, it is.
4d10.
X. Yes.
4d10.
Great.
Go ahead. Yeah, that's fine. That's 2 successes. 2 successes, and that's an
apparently
extra.
the less stuff I have to hit with, the less chance of making ones. Apparently.
Yes. But you roll. Then you get 3 extra dice because it's a claw attack. You get 3 extra dice to your damage. Please roll.
So that's strength. So 3
and
plus
it should
4,
be said,
7, 3, 10.
I'm just going to say this while you roll for the benefit of the listener and the viewer. The reason why these guys are not taking defensive actions of any kind is these are Black Spiral Dancer mooks, basically. They are they are crazed for blood and basically just want to see these guys die. So wasting time trying to get out of the way is not really in their genetics. And that
4.
That's 4. Okay, let's see.
I thought about using.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so
I thought about using raids to actually just ignore the pain, but
yeah.
I'm figuring 2 more attacks is better.
Yeah. Well, he soaks that one definitely. And next up, Tally.
Tally!
You managed to intercept number 3. Obviously, you move first.
Yep. I'm gonna roll now.
Clock him.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you have to?
him in the cock.
No, I'm not gonna cock punch him yet. Why did that bastard have to soak so bloody well? Hold on. That's pretty good.
Nice.
That's definitely okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4. Yeah.
Plus the claws. That's 2 there. So that becomes the.
That's
And
3
3
plus your 3 plus your claws, so that's 5 extra.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Indeed, you don't have any strength.
I think you've asked me this question twice before.
I'm sorry. I keep asking because I need to keep up with all of you. So I will
Yeah, that's
probably
fine, that's
ask
fine.
every single round.
That's fine. No, I don't have any strength specialities, so that's
Good. So that's just the 6. Just.
How did you get 13?
How the hell?
out of
Oh,
12?
it's because I've. Here, let's try that again, shall we?
Yes, let's.
It's because I picked all previous roll and it.
I think that's 5 successes, but look at that.
Yes.
So he takes 1 point of damage.
Actually, wait a second.
What's with the exclamation marks?
Wait a second here, guys. Wait a second.
Wait,
Because I rolled. If you look up at the one I rolled for Taryn, it was +6 as well. So she actually does damage him. I'll just retroactively fix that once I've added this. So it's 1 point you do to him.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's 1 point. But the one Taryn rolled, I actually need to re-roll the soak roll for Taryn as well, because if you see there's a +6 at the end there as well.
But does it do anything?
Yes,
it's just
it
a
does.
+6.
Yeah, but it adds.
Oh, it's still got.
What the hell? 10d10. How the hell can I roll 19 on 10d10? What the flipping hell?
Oh, like that, yes.
I don't get.
Might
What's
be the 2
going on?
exclamation
I don't
points.
know. Yeah, it must be. Roll 10.
Try
D10.
doing that instead.
Better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many?
And you sorted it!
How many did you roll, Taryn? 4. Okay,
I'll
so
have
he's
to
4.
scroll
So
up.
I just checked. It's 4, so he still soaks, but it has to be done the right way, obviously.
Of course.
So I'm sorry about that. So
Weird, you can roll a 19 on a D10
yeah, that
Yep.
I don't
or
know
a
what
13 on a D10.
that's the problem. I don't know how this happened. Something went badly wrong there. But let's not stick with
Man,
that. We've got
yeah.
loads of fighting to get through still. So let's focus
Yes.
on that. That was
Tally.
Liam.
I'll need to
Shredder!
roll frenzy before I do anything else.
Yeah, because of the claws.
Yes.
Yes. Just frenzy anyway and rip this woman's tits off.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea, and apparently, you know.
I think you might just frenzy.
You
Why?
can use willpower if you don't want to frenzy.
Well, I seem to recall at some point, and Joan, you can correct me here if I'm wrong, but I seem to recall that you said at some point that even when raging, we can still get
Yeah,
some sense of who our enemies are.
Yes, you can. It's only if you're in the thrall of the worm that you can't, and you're not. So that's fine. You can you do frenzy.
But doesn't he need enough successes for that? There's only 2 there.
That's right. You need to roll over. That's right. You have to. That's fine. Nope, you don't. Then you don't.
Alright,
It's yeah. Duh.
Well, then I just... That's
Oh,
cool. That's
yeah,
cool.
that's fine. That's fine. So you attack her. She spends a willpower
Yes.
point. She doesn't want to be hit.
I don't get that.
I don't get
So
that
she
either.
She changes her action to dodging.
So
How dare
that's
she?
1, 2,
5
3, 4, 5,
successes.
6. 5.
5 successes, as far as I can tell.
By the way,
Too bad you ain't fighting.
the cold mist is still rolling in around you. So just so that you all know.
Yeah, we just have to murder her. I'm pretty sure.
Also, I've now noted the specialties I'd written in elsewhere.
Sure.
And my specialty for strength, I actually have 2.
Yes.
That's messed up. But the one I did write into the character sheet now is the strength reserves. I don't know if that applies to attacks or if that would apply to something like trolling the net through the lifting
That
front.
would be trolling the net and lifting things and keeping it lifted for above your
Yeah.
head for a long time and so on. So yeah.
Okay, cool.
So
It's
So that's
kind of like
5
the equivalent of
Tireless.
1, 2,
tireless.
Yes.
You
1,
had
2, 3,
a golden opportunity to fudge it there, Heine, and you blew it.
I like the fact that you don't.
Son, I am
Uh,
disappointed.
5?
Yes.
Chris calling Heinesen is kind of fucked up.
Yes. Now that you mention it.
Okay,
Okay, I'm just going to
Everything about this is fucked up.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. He soaks. No, he doesn't. Wait a second. You're using.
That's-
You're.
Did she want to dodge?
She wanted to dodge, and I just rolled a soak for one of the mooks for whatever reason.
Try again.
I'm
It's
sorry,
a-
guys. I'm sorry,
No
guys.
worries,
I'm
no
having. There's a little.
It's a
too
lot
much
of
going
people
on.
to
Yeah.
take care of in
It's a
one
lot of
fight.
people, yes, and a lot of other stuff going on around at the same time right now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, she has to.
oh, she does get hit. She does
Cool.
get hit.
How many?
What happens here is, well, you need. She subtracts.
3,
Exactly.
and she only has 3.
Yes, so she subtracts exactly nothing. You hit her full force.
Oh, so that's an additional 4. So that's 9 plus 2. That's 15 d10.
Yes.
Murder her!
Please make this a good.
Yeah!
That's pretty good.
That is
Yeah.
awesome. Okay.
Eight,
Because I'm gonna narrate something when we're done with this, okay?
Hmm.
Just so that we're on the straight and level here, because
Sure.
let's see what she can soak.
Silver.
It is silver. If that's
Why
if that
does it
affects.
do that again? It shouldn't be
I
plus
have,
anything.
I have a suspicion.
Yeah.
I think maybe when you have the exclamation marks, which you probably shouldn't.
I can't remove them. I'm not typing them.
Okay, but I think it might be that it rolls another time for tens.
It possibly is, but it
So when it rolls a 10, it rolls one more time.
It possibly
so the
does.
11
It's an
to this one.
automatic thing. I
So
can't
type it out.
Yeah.
Roll20 has taken my side, clearly.
And I mean, the point, as was mentioned, you are still using silver claws. So does that mean she can't soak?
No, she can.
Yes.
She can.
Oh, she can soak.
She's wearing
And-
armor. She can.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And wait a second, that's still too. Sorry, guys, I need to be able to focus right now because there is a humongous amount of stuff going on right now. Okay.
Escape.
Because I keep rolling the wrong amount of dice because I'm getting very confused.
Escape.
Take your time.
So there, she soaks 3 of them, and because that's for her armor.
5.
Uh,
She then takes 5 points of damage.
yes.
Sorry.
Yes, and what happens is, and this is why because I've been trying to figure this out. So I'm sorry, but
No
the what happens here is you see, all of you see the same thing. You see Liam going directly for Gina. Gina tries to get out of the way, but is taken aback by the fact he comes for her so quickly that she doesn't really have much time to react. And for just this brief moment, it looks, for all intents and purposes, for all of you, like you are standing in a ford in a river. You all have water up to your ankles. There are hundreds of dead people everywhere on the ground. They're all wearing Iron Age clothing. There are shields, there are swords stuck into the ground. Ravens are crying out while they're eating from the dead. You can hear moans from the wounded and so on. It only lasts for maybe a few blinks of an eye, but it's so vivid, and you get so much out of it, all of you, at the same time. You see Liam, just as he comes down on her with his claws outstretched, basically launching himself in a short jump while he swipes at her, you see him flashing before your eyes, and suddenly he is he is not the Liam that you know. He is a slightly younger man than Liam is, not much, but it's indisputably still him. You can recognize him, but he too is wearing the same kind of clothing as the people who are lying around. In his hand, he is holding a barbed spear, not his claws, but the tips of the spear are silver.
What?
He is coming down on a woman standing in front of him in the ford with the spear, as if it's a stabbing spear. It's not a long spear, but a stabbing spear. He's coming down on her, and she is Fenna, please.
Sorry.
I lost my train of thought.
Sorry. That's why I didn't say it out loud.
He's coming down towards her with the spear. I'm sorry, guys. I'm having. It looks like Gina, except she too is dressed in a style which went out of fashion about 2,000 years ago, or thereabouts, maybe 1,700. Who's counting? It's, again, you are in no doubt whatsoever. It is the same woman, just in a different day and age. She's holding a sword in one hand and a shield in the other, and as this Liam / Kushulan character comes down on her with the spear hammering home, her shield is ripped to pieces. It almost blows apart from the force of his attack, and and his spear goes literally into and through her arm.
Ouch.
And she falls backwards, screaming in pain. And then everything goes back to normal. You are back in the zoo. You're not up to your ankles in water, and she has just basically, you see her stumbling backwards, holding on to her severely lacerated left arm, and one of her daggers has fallen to the ground, and that's what you see.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does Liam somehow experience this as well
Yes,
as did
you
everyone
see
else?
it, except you don't see it from the outside. You see it through your own eyes. You see the spear that you're holding. All of these things, you see them.
Cool. I can work with that. Cool.
Yes. All right.
It's her turn.
Next up is, well, Gina, who just got very badly mauled, but she doesn't take those minuses until next round. However, she did spend a willpower point to dodge, so we pass her by and go on to her minion, number 3, who is now suddenly fighting Tally. Let's see if he can hit anything. Well, he can. He's got 3 successes. So that's 2 extra. It's 2, let's see, roll.
Every single time I unmute to speak, and the sound for everyone else in the chat cuts out.
Weird.
Huh.
Oh well.
Okay, so
1, 2, 3,
please.
6.
7.
Stamina plus 1.
Yes.
It's a good roll, I'm afraid.
It is a good roll. Give me a second to just check what my Bible bonus gives me in terms of stamina.
4, if you're on Krenos.
Maybe Black Spiral Dancer Minion 3 will turn out to be the MVP of this fight.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus wept.
Yeah, that's, you take 4 damage then.
4?
Yes.
Fuck me. Okay, well, gets that juicy rage back at the very least.
Yes, definitely. And then it's number 4, who's fighting Finna. No, Finna first, of course. Duh.
Yes, please.
Sorry. You first.
And I forgot in the meantime how many dice I have. Oh yeah, right, 10. That should have been easy to remember.
Yes.
And that is, of course, on my dex sprawl roll. So,
Wow!
Finna changes into this big, honking, rocky, not Hispo,
Yeah.
and growls, "You insolent cur, don't you get it? I am a rock, and you are going to roll over." And she bites.
Yeah, that's wow. That's an extra 1 for the bite, and 1, 2, 3, 4,
And,
5, 6, 7. So
would-
it's an extra 8 dice. Ow.
Question.
Yes.
Would either lightning reflexes or preternatural grace apply?
Preternatural grace would, yes.
Woo, that's +1.
So that's
9 extra dice?
9 extra dice to your strength.
And that's including the extra die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's 9 extra.
9 extra, and
Holy
his
hell.
bow is +3 strength.
Yeah, plus your base strength.
So that's 15.
Oh man, that's gonna hurt.
Get
Nice.
ready for 15 ones.
Don't jinx me.
No, you had an equal amount of 10s
Yeah,
and
but you
1s,
don't
but
subtract
at
the
least you
ones.
don't subtract them.
You don't have a specialty there, do you?
No, sadly, I only have 3 strength. However,
Yeah.
I do believe the difficulty for bite is only. Oh no, that's
Yeah, it's only
no,
5.
that's not for damage.
No,
That's just for hitting.
That's to hit, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shame. Also, he's hoping he can figure out how to properly soak.
He can.
Damn it.
God damn it. Okay. So then it's number 4. He tries to hit your back. Obviously, he's not. Yeah. Let's see if he can. It's still the okay. Okay, I just need to get used to using this. I don't know why it has decided to add those exclamation marks after it. It's massively annoying.
I'd like to take credit, but I can't.
Okay, he doesn't. He has got 1 success. Okay. Okay, let's try this then.
All of them.
Well, that's alright, but you still have a lot of soak dice.
Yeah. Just a second. I had 12 dice to soak before, and I have 1 more, so now I have 13 dice.
Yeah. That
4.
is 4, and he's got 5, so you take 1 point of damage.
Not cool, dude.
And then it's number 1, who is fighting...
Wait. I want to spend the willpower to get an extra success.
Sure, no problem. And then it's number 1, who's fighting Taryn. And he's got some wound penalties, to put it mildly.
Yeah, I just didn't want any wound penalties.
No.
I'm in the sweet zone right now where I don't have any.
Yeah. See there. Roll to see if he can hit. I
That's
don't know
just
why
weird.
don't know why I keep trying. It's old habit, so that's why I find it's old habit. I should just type it in basically. So there we go. He does hit 2. And then okay, please soak that. Oops. That's incorrect somehow. I think it's 16d10. There you go. Oh yeah. You soak it, no problem. What then happens, of course, is that we have some rage actions.
Yes.
And this is what happens. These 3 Black Spiral Dancer minions all react identically. Clearly they saw the same vision that you guys did. And they don't want to be here anymore.
Pussies!
Yep.
So
I'm gonna meow after them.
they are gonna be scarpering as fast as they can on their rage actions. Because that was not cool as far as they go. But Fenna, what do you want to do? That was you used your rage.
No, I used my rage.
Yeah, on changing. That's
change.
true. Gina has 2 points of rage left, and well, at least she's not the same kind of coward her minions are, so she's actually standing and fighting. Liam, what do you do?
Well,
I will
I think
begrudgingly give her that.
I hope that's obvious.
Yeah,
I'm going to attack Gina.
Yeah.
I do have a question though.
Yes.
Just because it might come in handy. Does Liam get anything back for realizing that he is somehow connected to Kushul? And I'm speaking willpower, gnosis, rage, anything.
I'll let you get. That's a good question. I'll let you regain a point of willpower and a point of gnosis for it.
Oh, cool. Thank you. I just had to ask because
I think it
seems fitting because
yes, it really does. It really does.
Is he purebred?
Yeah.
Then you can actually see his ancestors in him.
That's why. That's what you're doing.
I'm just going to point out that I'm just going to be awful here and say that I think we should all get a point of willpower for realizing that our alpha is badass.
Even me?
He is not that badass. He is his own badass because the other thing is just his ancestor.
I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna stick with just letting Liam get it back.
With a try.
Yeah.
And
We have never actually seen Cthulhu. It's only him who saw him.
Yes. So Tally, and what do you want to do?
Assuming that the others are going to, or the other Black Spiral dancers is deciding to chicken out. I think I'd like to...
Is this the point where you want to steal the kill from your alpha? I'm just asking.
Do you know what? I don't give a flying fuck if I kill Gina before he does. This woman needs to die, and whoever does it.
Sure.
If he wants to have a go at his Pac Omega for doing the world a service like that, then he can do so. I don't care if it's Kashulan. Talius and Uvi.
Tally will have to go before Taryn then, because Taryn's going directly for Gina.
Alright.
She fucking killed her best friend. She is going down. She is tearing her apart if she needs to.
Alright. Well, let's start with Taryn then. And again, remember you have some wound penalties, but please go on.
Yes, that's what we're kind of hoping, that we won't kill her because our wound penalties will get in the way.
Roll for D10 sword descending.
No.
No.
That's a botch.
You fall on your partner.
Basically, what happens? Yeah, you bunch. What happens is that you change direction in order to get over there, and in doing so, you slip on the blood spilled by either Mahdi or
myself,
or yourself, or the second minion. In any case, there is a puddle of blood on the ground, and you manage to nicely step in it and tumble over, and your round is not only over, but you might as well not spend the next rage point, because that's a double botch. That's a 2 botch. So
actually, I know exactly what happened, because we're going to say that she would instantly change into Hispo, because then she could pounce her.
Yeah.
What happens is she is about to land on her dominant paw, which isn't there, and then the other paw lands in the blood, and she face plants the ground.
Yes.
With a punk
splash.
and squeak.
Yes.
And a little whimpering because ow.
And that takes Taryn out of the equation until we roll initiative next time, if we do. Tally, what do you wanted to try to put the hurt on Gina?
Yes, I did. Yes. Wait a second. No.
My God. The god of dice is with you, Heine. Wow. The god of dice is with you. Muffle protects.
You can use a willpower, though, to save it.
Yeah, go on. Do you know what? Fuck it. I'm going out.
Or you can say you're biting at her, and it would be 2.
No, you can't say he's biting, because he should have said that before.
Alright, but...
I will spend a willpower.
Okay. Go ahead.
1, so no successes, but I get my average.
Yes, you do.
And I keep forgetting this. Do I subtract those 2 from the wounds as well? Or is that just...
No, not on damage.
Okay,
That was just unfortunate. Poor Taryn.
Yeah.
Does she want to dodge?
Nope.
Can't say I blame her. Yep.
Ow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep, she is definitely spending willpower to soak.
Good for her. And
I'm still doing that. Okay.
Oh, can we just agree that the ones that go over 10 are 10?
No, we can't, because we can't be sure if that's what's happening. So I'm just re-rolling because.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Every time you re-roll, you get a better one.
Yes,
always.
And she soaks the whole thing. The ones don't subtract, but the 10s do cancel too.
Well, Liam, you've got your moment of glory. I beg you not to waste this.
So I can spell the I can spend the willpower to get an 1 automatic success. Yes.
Yes, you can.
Okay, so that is 6 successes.
6 successes. That gives you 5 extra plus 2 for the claws. So that's plus 7.
She wants to
She
dodge.
would like to try to dodge that, yes, because for goodness sake.
Screw having a chance to attack you. Yes. Surviving is a must.
Let's see.
Okay,
Nope.
she takes 3 of your successes off there.
Okay.
So you get a lot less to roll with, obviously.
Yeah, so that's 13 d10, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Still
Yikes.
pretty damn good.
Yeah.
It's not bad, because remember, she cannot use all to soak with.
Nope.
We could still have been better.
Oh, yeah.
Remember not to do the auto dice thing.
She soaks
2.
2, and there are how many successes here?
4.
4.
Yeah. So, once again, we see this moment where you all, except for Maddie, who's still out cold, you see this. You're back in the ford. The battle has moved on a little bit. There are, if possible, even more dead and wounded around you now than there were before. The sky has grown dark. Rain starts to pour down over you, and you see, you hear Kushulan say something, but I think the only one who speaks Irish is Liam, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Fenna speaks Irish.
Oh, you speak Irish as well. Then you both get a few snippets of it. It is a centuries old version of it, but you do get a few snippets of this. He says something to the effect of, "It ends here, Maeve."
Oh.
And then he runs her through with the spear, right up to the hilt. And then you all snap back, and the next thing you see is Liam having buried his right claw, all 5 silver claws on his right paw, in her stomach, her liver, and her uterus.
Ew.
And she is spitting blood and crumbling.
Very cool.
She doesn't even, and you can see there is this moment in her eyes. You are up that close, so Liam, you're the only person who see this. You're up that close. You can see there is that moment where her rage is about to manifest itself, like you have rage healed, all of you. You can see that's about, and then there's just nothing. And she falls backwards, dead.
She doesn't even rage heal?
There's something that stops it.
And I think that's at that point Liam actually does say what Tally suggested earlier. He says, he looks down at her and then says, not growling or anything like that, he just says, "I am reborn."
There you go. And that ends the battle here. You guys can, if you wish, chase down the 3 minions and kill them in short order. I'm not
Yes.
even gonna. Yes, you can do that. They are so panicked and so terrified. All they want to do is get away, and they are no match for you guys.
I specifically go for the one that I failed to damage before, because that was awful.
Question.
Yes.
Can one use of a healing gift affect 2 people?
No.
Right, in that case, I'm going to use my instance of Mother's Touch to heal Taryn before we head off, and suggest to Taryn that Taryn heal Mardy so he can wake up.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
While Liam and Fenna can go hunting.
Well, actually, I don't think Liam goes hunting.
Oh, Fenna goes hunting by herself.
Yeah, she can go hunting. She's fast.
If she's the only one who goes hunting, then one of them gets away, but only one.
Yeah, because I think at this point Liam's lost in what just happened.
Yeah.
He's far away.
probably shaking from head to toe, and hyperventilating slightly, and
yes, I must say he's handling his frenzy very, very well.
there is no frenzy at this point. He's
good,
and he didn't frenzy anyway. We figured that out, that he didn't get enough successes, so he's not frenzying.
Oh, fair enough.
But
anyway,
yeah.
Saren heals the Deadeye. What is his current rage?
It actually went up to full, so it's 3.
Wow.
You have a moment.
Wow.
Liam, you have a moment where you're standing there, and you have a moment where you're standing there, and you just feel this. It's like something is roiling inside you, almost like a tempest that's just begging to be let loose in your chest, and you have a almost like a need. It's a deep-seated need to leap into the air, to howl, to do, let it loose somehow.
Right, I do so.
Yeah. Well, what the rest of you see is that when he jumps into the air, he does a kick with his legs as he leaves the ground. Kicks off with one leg, and then it's like he kicks again when he is in the air with his other leg. It gives an impression almost like a salmon kicking its rear end in midair to get extra height on its leap. And Liam jumps 6 meters into the air.
Yikes.
Well, that's a good thing to wake up to.
And you land with a feeling like the whole world belongs to you, but in a good way, as in nothing will stop you.
Yeah. Cool.
And then it slowly fades.
Aww.
It goes, that sensation fades little by little. And you can write on your character sheet, you can write past life on there if you don't already have it.
No, I don't.
And then you can put
Is that the ancestors one?
No. Past life is the ability to tap into an earlier life. You don't.
Oh, so it's a merit.
Yeah. No. It is a background, but you don't communicate. When you have ancestors, you can communicate with them. Past life allows you to temporarily become an earlier life.
I don't think it's in the book, but I assume it's from another source then.
It's an. I'll get back to that when we're done, because we've only got a few minutes left. Sure. Past life is a background.
Okay.
So yeah, sweet. And you can put that on there, and you can put 3 points into it. But you will, of course, you need to spend some XP on it. But I think you guys have enough.
Joe.
What is it that makes you get battle scars?
Going to incapacitated and on
rage healing.
On yes, going to incapacitated on aggravated damage and surviving. Rage healing, obviously, yes, but even if rage healing fails, he will still have a battle scar when he wakes up.
So I guess I'll have a battle scar.
Yes.
Cool.
Wouldn't it be tragic if it was his other eye?
It isn't. Yeah. It isn't. It's not his other eye.
Thank God. I just realised I've got.
I think it has probably taken the ear off on the other side.
I guess that's a weird sort of symmetry then.
Yes.
The whole ear?
Yes.
Yeesh.
Cool.
That's not going to give any penalties to perception, is it?
Well, it is on listening.
Battle Scars does something.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
So it's going to give you a -1 on perception rolls when it's hearing, but not on smell or sight or anything.
Yay, and my sight-based perception is already as the difficulty +2 because of my missing eye.
Yeah.
I'm not that perceptive anymore, I think.
No, not really. Should his name now be Deadeye One Ear or something?
I still wanted to be Spirit Friend.
Yes. In any case, guys, as we have finished this fight and you guys are standing around in Dublin Zoo having completed this horrific fight, you are standing there. Gina Masterson is on the ground. She is very, very much an Black Spiral dancer. Her 2 daggers are on the ground.
Are they bane claves?
No, they're not claves.
Thank God.
And then we shall end it there until next time, because it's almost time to end anyway, and this is a perfect place to stop it. So we shall be back next week, ladies and gentlemen, with more A Song of Tara. And again, as I've said in the previous weeks, just for those who haven't caught on to it yet, we are on the downhill slope. So not that many episodes of this campaign left, but please, we hope you will return for the ones that are still to come, and hopefully for the campaign that will start up to replace it. Thank you for listening, and bye.
Bye.
Bye.